talk about one of my friend. In fact, she has a problem, I believe, because वो every time she keeps on thinking about her health. In fact, वो इतना ज़्यादा वरी करती है अपने हेल्थ के बारे में, इतना ज़्यादा स्ट्रेस लेती है about her well-being, related to health. So that is something which affects her daily routine. So you may say कि it's absolutely okay, अपनी सेहत की तो चिंता करनी चाहिए, अपने हेल्थ की टेंशन तो लेनी चाहिए. So what's wrong in that? You're absolutely right. It's always okay, to worry and to think about your health. No problem in that. But believe me, if you think about your health so much so that it starts, affecting your, daily routine, and you are not able to focus on any other thing, believe me, you must be suffering from health anxiety, or it is also known as illness anxiety. Yes, this is a fact that too much or excessive worrying or fear regarding your health that you may become ill or you have symptoms of illness is known as health anxiety. So yes, hi, I'm Dr. Anju Shukla, and as you know, I'm a life coach and I'm an NLP coach and a practitioner, and I'm a behavioral analyst. As I said, excessive worrying about your health leads to, you may be having a symptom of health anxiety. In fact, in this, what happens is the person gets so worried that they keep on checking on their, maybe BP, or they keep on checking on their other medical health things, like their diabetes, or probably they may be very constantly visiting to doctor. In fact, अगर डॉक्टर ने बोल दिया है कि everything is okay, they may not believe it. They may visit another doctor and again get assurance. In fact, they may keep on asking people कि आपको मैं वीक तो नहीं लग रहा, आपको ऐसा तो नहीं लग रहा कि मेरी तबीयत खराब है, so they keep on, they need a lot of assurance, कि they are all okay. And they may think that people are not understanding their problem, but they have problem. In fact, a lot of times you would have seen that there are few people, who may think that कि there is something going in on the television, or probably there is something going on social media related to health, and they can start correlating. अगर कहीं किसी को pain हो रहा होगा, they may think that they are also having a pain. So everything they see, right, they get so much involved that they start feeling that pain, right, and they feel that they are also sick. See, this health anxiety may affect us in 4 different ways. The very first is it may affect the way we feel. Secondly, it may affect us the way we think. Thirdly, it may affect us the in the way in which our body takes it. And fourthly, it may affect us in the way we tend to behave. So, and all these 4 effects, there are various symptoms related to all these 4 effects individually. For example, if I say that the health anxiety affects us in the way we tend to feel, there can be various symptoms related to the feeling of illness, right? For example, we may feel anxious, nervous, worried. We may feel dreaded at times. We may feel tensed, stressed, or we may feel like we are living on the edge. And it may happen that we may feel that there are a lot of things which are strange, and we may feel that we are detached. We tend to feel a lot of panicky, and we are always tired and unwell. Also, it may happen that we are feeling angry to people because we feel that they cannot understand that we are sick and they don't take us seriously. Our thought process is also affected when we suffer from health anxiety. We may literally start thinking in a very different tangent. It may happen that we constantly worry about our health. Also, we may picture, upsetting things about our future, such as, being diagnosed with a serious ailment and, reaching our deathbed. In fact, we may at times imagine ourselves on the deathbed, and we may think that our relatives or our friends and family standing all around us. It may happen that we are going to dwell on the worst in this case. So we always keep on thinking about illness and the symptoms of illness. We may concentrate on body parts and different body parts and their symptoms. Also, it may happen that the doctor may not be a lot of help to us, because we may think that even the doctor cannot understand, or probably we may think that the doctor also misses upon few things, and doctor is also not able to diagnose our ailment. It may happen that we start believing that something terribly wrong is about to happen, and we are not able to detect it. We may also think that our family and friends may not know all these symptoms. During mental health anxiety, our behavior also changes. In fact, our behavior becomes a little weird for people who are normal, but for us who are suffering from it may look absolutely normal. We may make very frequent visits to doctor when we are not so well. We may ask our family and friends for continuous reassurance. We want their ideas, their point of view every time, and once they have given, we ask them again just to clarify that they have not missed any of our doubts. We may frequently go for checking lumps in our body, or probably any pain. A small pain may literally trigger us our thought process in a very different angle. We may avoid any information. See, here two things happen. Either we may avoid any information related to health, or probably we may seek a lot of information related to health. And again, both of these extreme cases is bad, because if we tend to avoid it, we may be missing upon few things. And if we just get into so much of seeking information, because a lot of information which is available online is not so true, because we may have just a little symptom and we may dwell on it so much that it literally starts getting into our head. So we may act as if we were ill. Avoid exercising, because we may feel that we may get exerted, and since we are ill, we may not be able to take it, and we may become even more ill. So we avoid exercise, we avoid doing any work which may lead to exertion. Also, our body starts behaving very differently when we have this anxiety issue, because this we have feed it to our mind that we are not well, and this feeding which has gone to our mind affects our body and affects our behavior. So basically, we may tend to behave a little differently. We may feel that our body is paining. We may feel that in our chest there is a little tightness and pain. We may feel dizziness, or in fact we may feel that we have a constant headache, and we may feel very odd sensations in our body. We may be having headache. At times we may feel that our heart is pounding and racing. We may feel that we sweat a lot. We may feel that we have got a stomach upset, and we may feel dizziness or restlessness most of the time. And believe me, this may happen that there is no issue per se, but yes, since we have feed it so much to our mind, that our body is also in sync with the mind, and we start getting these symptoms. Anybody can question that what are the reasons that people may have illness or health anxiety issues. See, there are very logical reasons behind it. The very first may happen that in your family somebody has been ill and seriously ill, and you have been around that person, and you have seen it so much in detail that now you have got this fear that nobody else or you should have any of these health issues. So one can be this. Second can be that you yourself have suffered from a serious ailment, and now you have become overcautious about this. So this can be the second reason. The third can be that you have had a history of stress because of these things, and this stress may also cause some type of health illness as such. Someone else in your family has got this issue of being constantly worrying about the health of family members. So you have seen and observed this person since very long, and now you also start behaving, which is actually known as modeling. You also start behaving in a very similar manner, taking care of everybody's health issues and your own health issues, so you may develop anxiety of this sort. Next thing which we can take up is, what can we do about this, constant worrying about health, right? The very first and the most logical is that in case you think that you are not well, right, or there is some problem in your health, right, the very first thing is, take a specialist, a doctor's advice. And if the doctor suggests any test, go ahead and do an extensive test. Once you are done with the test, go and see the results. If the results are fine, you need to believe that you are fine, right? Because it's not that somebody will take your health very lightly. Trust is something which is very important, I said. And when you go to a doctor, the very first thing you need to have is trust. So if the doctor has said that you are fine, believe him that you are fine. In case you want to go for a second opinion, you can always go for a second opinion. But once the second opinion is also in sync with the first one, stop worrying. Feed your mind that you have to trust the doctor. If he has said that there is nothing to worry, there is nothing to worry. So first is trust the doctor, go for a proper diagnosis, and once everything is okay, feel relaxed that you are all okay and there is nothing to worry about. Also, I believe all of you will agree with me that nowadays we have got all the information, on a click, we will get all the information. And the problem lies with the fact that if some ailment has been diagnosed, right, in the results, we have the habit of looking for that ailment on Google and in detail, which I believe is not good. Because on on social media platforms or on search engines, there is so much information which is given and which is very extreme cases. So even if we are not that sick, these information make us sick, because we tend to read so much, and we tend to read so much in detail and a lot of negative things, that even if we have got just 1% of ailment, because of extensive reading about this and again negative reading, we may tend to believe that we have already have the 100% of this ailment. So we need to stop googling it out, because MBBS doctors are far better than the Google doctors, I'm sure. So we should not go and fetch a lot of detailed information which is present on all these search engines, because it may happen that they are not 100% right. And the next I believe is that stop talking about it. I have seen few people whose always and anytime discussion is related to health. So they'll keep on discussing their health with anybody and everybody they meet. And again, they will keep on telling their stories, and they will keep on taking advices and assurances from people. If somebody is telling them something opposite to their thought process, they will switch to other person who is in sync with their thought process. So I think this talking and constant talking about ill health should stop. Take an advice, take medicine, get done with this. Don't keep on thinking about it, don't keep on talking about it, because that is not going to solve the problem. But this constant talking and constant discussion with people around you will always keep you in that frame only. So every time this is going in your head, you are talking to somebody, somebody else is going to give you some advice. Because in India, anything and everything, if you're not able to get anything and everything, believe me, you will always get some or the other advice, because it's always free. So stop talking about it, stop taking assurance and reassurance from people around you, right? So if you have a problem, get it solved, otherwise don't talk about it, because you are constantly feeding your mind with such thoughts which will literally make you sick. So it's always good to talk about health and to take care of health. But what is not good is constantly, unnecessary worrying about your health and having this fear in your head that something is wrong with your health, right? And you are supposed to do something or some serious ailment is going to happen to you. So this constant worry and constant fear is not good because this is one of the type of anxiety. So, healthy thinking about your health, taking corrective actions, solving it out is the thing, right, which we all are supposed to do. But unnecessary worrying, unnecessary fear, which literally hinders your everyday routine, which literally hinders your positive thinking of mind, is something which has to be avoided at all cost. So, I believe, with the help of this video, we have got a some understanding about health anxiety. And believe me, when I talk about this, I have got few people around me who literally have this problem. So I want to know, when you hear to this, do you have people in your mind who have got these symptoms? Because if yes, probably you can always educate them, right? And if no, so probably you have got more information about one of the types of anxiety. So thank you so much for watching.